Hello, welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom, and today we're going to cook this beautiful pork rib roast here. And I'm going to be using some BYRON'S butt rub on it, and some Weber's dry rub, salt and pepper of course. And so I can't talk today, I've already washed it off. And so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a knife and score this fat here. And so let me get started with that. Okay, and I'm just going to take the knife and run across it like this. Without cutting myself, I hope. I don't want to turn it and go this direction with it. You have to watch this knife. I got it so sharp, if you ain't careful, it'll go all the way to the bone. I don't know if I want to score it quite that much or not. Hey, that already looks good right there, don't it? I'm going to take this BYRON'S butt rub here and put a liberal amount on. Pepper. Salt. And now my Weber's dry rub here. Now I'm not going to do the bottom of this. If y'all want to do the bottom of it, you can, but I'm just going to do it like this right here. Make sure it's all in there real good down them cracks. Now I'm going to turn it up on the side. See if I can get some of this stuff in there. There. This is going to be good right here, and we'll tell y'all right now. So, now I've got all that done. Now I'm going to set this back in the refrigerator and let it sit there for about 2 hours. Okay, that thing's been sitting in that refrigerator and it's cooled, chilled off again. It's been about 2.5 hours. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, I got, well, right at 2 cups of water here, give or take, just a smidge. Really don't matter as long as you got enough in there for it to operate. So I think 1.5 cups is what they say is the minimum would be. But anyway, I got about 2 cups of water here. We'll put in this FOODi. I'll take this good looking piece of meat right here. I'll set right here on this FOODi rack, just like that. Alright. So, now anyway, we're going to pick this up and carry it over here. We'll set it right down this FOODi. Perfect fit. Couldn't ask for any better than that. Now the next thing we're going to do is get the pressure lid. Make sure you just turn to the back. And you line up your arrows in the front. Turn it clockwise till it locks into place. Make sure your valve back here is turned to seal, not vent. Alright, now, we'll move it around a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to turn on the power. Going over here to where it says pressure. Just If I catch this little indicator light lit up. And it's on high, and it's for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is never going to do this. You hit the little button there that says time on it, that'll start flashing, and you run it up to where you want it. I'm going to 40 minutes on high pressure. So then you got to hit the start button. Okay, now you're familiar with the Ninja FOODi. Check the valve, make sure it's still turned to seal. If you're familiar with Ninja FOODi, you know these little lights bounce around a little bit until it's had time to pressurize, and then it'll start counting down for your cook. So this will probably, with as much as I got in there, it'll probably take 10 or 12 minutes before it'll pressurize. So I'll keep track and I'll let you know how long it took. Okay, now the button just popped up in the back of this thing, which really surprises me because it's only been 10 minutes right on the button. So it usually still flickers like this a little bit until it builds up a little more pressure, and then the time will start counting down. So we'll see how long that takes. Now this took exactly 10 minutes for it to seal, which, like I said, sort of surprised me because it's a little soon. But then I haven't been pressure cooking a lot of stuff in the DELUXE here, so maybe the DELUXE is just that much faster. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it only took about 2 minutes for it to be pressurized enough for it to start counting down. And of course I got my mouth full eating something else, but anyway, that goes for that 40 minutes. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, we're down to 10 seconds here now. When this first cookies are going to be over with. And so, alright, now on the Ninja FOODi it says done like this, and it says keep warm. What that is not actually it's a natural release, but you got a timer here, and it's going to show you exactly how long it's been sitting there resting and releasing. So I'm going to let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back, and then I'll take the I'll hit the vent. I'll turn the valve over to vent. Come on out. Well, we'll let it just sit there for about 10 minutes now. So we'll be back in a minute. Well, I got a minute. If y'all can join our channel and give us a thumbs up, we'll sure appreciate it. And thank you very much for all you people that watches our videos. And I hope you watch more of them. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Okay, now it's been sitting here with the natural release for almost 10 minutes, so I'm getting ready to turn the valve to vent back here. So usually what I do, nobody can't hear what I say, which is probably a good thing sometimes, but anyway, here it goes. Hardly anything left in there at all, so it shouldn't take it too long for that pin to drop. And we'll move it over here so you can see it better. You can see that pin there is fixing to drop, I think. There it went. Now I can turn this top. One thing about this new DELUXE, do not touch this metal piece around the top here. This gets extremely hot. Extremely hot. And there's not even a warning up here about it. So be sure you don't touch that with your fingers, because that is really hot. So anyway, turn it counterclockwise, lift it up. Oh boy, look at that. That is something to see right there now. Alright, next thing we'll do is take it out and set it over here, so we're getting ready to do some other stuff to it. So let me get it out of here and set it right here. And I emptied the liquid out of that pot there, and now we'll take this and set it right back down in the Ninja FOODi. Just like that. And don't remember, this pot's still hot unless you just really cooled it off somehow or another. But anyway, we got it right back down in there, and now, boy, that's a pretty piece of meat right there, isn't it? That's fixing to get better looking than that. Now we'll put this Sweet Baby Ray's on it. Now we'll spread it out on it real good here. Make sure it gets all down them cracks, stitch. That sure does look good right now. I can imagine what it's going to look like in another few minutes. All right. Okay, now it's sort of important that you empty this pot before you do this. And I used to not do it, and my stuff wouldn't get quite as crispy as I thought it was supposed to be. Well, you're just forcing that moisture back up on it, and it just keeps it from getting crispy. So if you want it to get crispy, you got to empty that pot before you start back with it. Now we're going to shut the lid. Then we're going to hit the power button. And we'll go down with bake roast on it. Just like that. And now I'm going to leave it at 375. And I'm going to leave it at 15 minutes. I might want another 5 minutes on it, but I'm going to try the 15. So we'll go with that for now. We'll be back in a minute and take a look at it. Because there's one good thing about it, when you're in this function, when you're using this lid here, you can always raise it up and take a look at what you're doing anytime you want to. It's not like the pressure cooker lid. You can't take that off and look at it. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Now that had 2 minutes left to go on it, and I just now checked it. And the internal temperature is over 160 everywhere I check it. So now I'm going to just shut this crisper lid back. And I just want to crisp the well, I'll stop it from doing this other baked roast first. All right. Now I just want to crisp the top of it off just a little bit. And so we'll turn the power back on. We'll put it over here on air crisp. And we'll put it up, and we'll go ahead and put it up to 400. And over here, I'm just going to put 5 minutes on the timer. And we'll hit the start button. 5 minutes, we're going to be ready to eat this bad boy, and I'll tell you right now, it looks good. Okay, now it's down less than 10 seconds. I just wanted to let you see when I open this door what I see. Okay, it says done, and it's fixing to turn off. And there it goes. Alright, now let's look. Oh, look at that stuff. That Sweet Baby Ray's is still sizzling up there. Alright, now I'm going to pick it up out of here, hopefully without burning myself. Just like this. Right over here on this little flexible cutting board here. Now we'll get me a couple of pretty good sized forks of some kind or something and try to move it over to this plate. You know, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Scoot this on out of the way a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can slice a piece of this thing just to see about what it looks like. Right down beside that bone there. Oh, look at that knife. It just falls through there. Goodness gracious. Now I want you to look at that. If I can get it to where you can see it. Isn't that a beautiful piece of pork? That is a beautiful piece of pork. Now we'll see if I can turn the plate around so you can see the rest of it here. There you go, look at that. That is just perfect. So I'll find me a little piece to cut here. I don't know if that's too hot to try or not. It sure doesn't look good. You would not believe how good and juicy and moist this is, and tender. That's so good. So that's about it for this little video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I really hope you try one of these one time, and I hope you do it exactly like I did this. Don't do anything different, because you wouldn't believe the taste on this thing. You just wouldn't believe the flavors coming out in it. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed my little video again. I hope you watch more of them. I hope you come back and see me real soon. And until then, y'all have a real good and safe day, and goodbye now.